Hello, welcome to this lesson. In this video, we are going to learn how to use Doolittle method to decompose the coefficient matrix of this given system of linear equations into an upper and then lower triangular matrix. Okay, so what the Doolittle method says is that if you have this matrix here, which is the coefficient matrix for the system of linear equations that was given, we can decompose this matrix into a product of the lower triangular matrix, okay, its lower triangular matrix and then upper triangular matrix. So let's look at how you are going to do this. So I will rewrite this again. Okay, we have matrix A to be 3. We have 3 minus 1 and 1. Okay, and then we have 2, 3, 1, and then we have 3, 1 minus 2. Okay, and then that should be equal to the product of its lower triangular matrix and then upper triangular matrix. But for the lower triangular matrix, what you are going to do is that you are going to make the diagonals, okay, unity. So every value in the diagonal will be unity. So you're going to have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, just like we did for the Clout method where the diagonals were in the upper triangular matrix. Okay, so you are going to have 1, okay, 0, 0, and then you're going to have L21, you're going to have 1, 0, you're going to have L31, and then L32, and then 1. Then this will be multiplying the upper triangular matrix, which will be U11, U12, and then U13, okay? And then you're going to have 0, U22, U23, and then I'm going to have 0, U33 here. Okay, so now let's multiply these two matrices. Okay, so you will take the row of the first matrix, okay, then multiply by the column of the second matrix. Okay, so let's look at how you are going to do this. So for the first one, okay, you are going to get 1 multiplying u11, and then that will give us u11, okay, plus 0 multiplying 0 plus 0 multiplying 0, so that all the remaining terms will be 0. Then next you are going to get 1 multiplying u12, okay, so that will be u12, okay, plus 0 multiplying u22, which will be 0, and then plus 0 multiplying 0, which will be what? 0. Then next we are going to get u13 multiplying 1, which will give us u13, and then plus 0 multiplying u23, and then plus 0 multiplying u33, so that will also be 0. Now let's go to the second row. Okay, so we are now using this row. So for that one, you are going to have L21 multiplying u11, so you're going to have L21 multiplying u11, okay, plus 1 multiplying 0 plus 0 multiplying 0, that also gives us 0. Then next we're going to have L21 multiplying u12, okay, plus 1 multiplying u22, which will give us u22, right? And then next we are going to have L21 multiplying u13, so we're going to have L21 u13 plus 1 multiplying u23, so I'm going to have plus u23, and I'm going to have plus 0 multiplying u33, that will give us what? 0. So what I'll do is that I'll clean this value here, okay, and then clean this value here, which is we have, that was u13, we had u12 here, then we had u13 here. Okay, I want them to be in line. Okay, alright, so let's continue. Okay, so for the next one, we are going to have L31 multiplying u11, so we're going to have L31 u11, then that will be plus L32 multiplying 0 plus 1 multiplying 0, that will be 0. Then you're going to have L31 multiplying u12, so I have L31 multiplying u12 plus L32 multiplying u22, and then we are going to have 1 multiplying 0, which will be 0. Then lastly, we are going to have L31 multiplying u13, and then plus L32 multiplying u23, and then plus 1 multiplying u33, so that will be plus u33. Okay, so this is what you are going to get after doing the product. So now let's look at how you are going to solve for the unknown values. So from the resultant matrix you got from the multiplication, you can see that u11 here, okay, will correspond to 3 here, right? So we can say that u11 is equal to 3, and then u12, okay, u12 will also be equal to minus 1, and then u13, okay, will also be equal to 1. Okay, so now let's go to the next row. For the next row, we have L21 multiplying u11, right? And this will be equal to 2. Okay, so you know u11 already, so you can get L21 to be equal to 2 over u11, which is 3. So I'm going to get 2 over 3. Alright, and then for the next one, we have L21 multiplying u12 plus u22, okay, and this will be equal to 3. Alright, we know the value of L21, we know the value of what u12, so we're going to find u22. So u22 will be equal to 3 minus L21, which is 2 on 3 times u12, which is what? Minus 1. So this is what we're going to get. So then we're going to get 3 plus 2 on 3. So let's see what we're going to get for u22. So for u22, we have 3 plus 2 on 3. That will give us a value of 11 on 3. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We have L21 u13 plus u23, okay, and this will be equal to 1, which is this one here, okay. All right, we're just comparing the elements that I got from the product, the matrix A. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right, so we know the value of u21, we know the value of u13, so we can now find u23. So I'm going to get u23 to be equal to 1 minus L21, which is 2 on 3, multiplying u13, which is what? 1. Right, so I'm going to get u23 to be equal to 1 times, sorry, 1 minus 2 on 3. Okay, 1 minus 2 on 3. So you're going to get 1 over 3. Okay, so now let's go to the last row. For the last row, okay, we have L31 multiplying u11, and then this should be equal to 3. Alright, so we know u11, so we're going to get L31 to be equal to 3 over u11, which is 3. So then we're going to get L31 to be equal to 1. Right, so L31 is equal to 1. So now let's look at the next element. So we have L31 u12, okay, L31 multiplying u12 plus L32 multiplying u22, and then this will be equal to 1, which is this one that I have here. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we know the value of L31 to be 1, and then now multiplying, that will be multiplying u12, and then we know u12 to be minus 1 plus L32 multiplying u22, and we know u22 to be 11 on 3, so I'm going to have 11 on 3 multiplying L32, and this should be equal to 1. When I multiply 1 by minus 1, you're going to get minus 1, and then when I take that to the right hand side, you're going to get 1 plus 1, so I'm going to get L32 to be equal to 2 times 3 on 11, and this will give us a value of what, 6 on 11. So we have L32 to be equal to 6 on 11. Okay, let me clean it from that side and then write it well. Okay, so we have L32 to be equal to 6 on 11. So let's look at the last element for the matrix we generated. Okay, so for that one too, we have L31 multiplying U13, and then we have plus L32 multiplying U23, okay, plus U33. Okay, and then this will be equal to minus 2. You know the value of L31, right? So you're going to have L31 to be 1 multiplying U13, right? Let's see if you know the value of U13. The value of U13. Okay, so the value of U13 is 1, which is what I have here. So that's times 1, okay, times 1 plus L32. Do you have L32? Yes, we have L32 to be 6 on 11. Okay, multiplying U23. Let me see if you have the value of U23. Have down, which is 1 on 3. And then plus U33. So we are finding U33. And then this will be equal to what? Minus 2. So let's simplify the values we know. So we're going to have 1 plus 6 on 11 multiplying 1 on 3. That will give us a value of 13 on 11. So you're going to get U33 to be equal to minus 2 minus 13 on 11. So let's see what you're going to get. Minus 2 minus 13 on 11 will give us a value of minus 35. Minus 35 on 11. Okay, so we are done. So we are going to write our upper and then lower triangular matrix. So for all the upper triangular matrix elements, I'm going to draw a green rectangle around them, okay, so that you can see them easily. Okay, this is another one. Then let me see, we have another U value here. Then you have another one here. Okay, and then we have one here, which is the U33. Okay, and then let's look for the lower triangular matrix elements. So we have L21 here, and then we have L31 here also, and then we have L32 here also. Okay, alright, so now let's go and then complete our matrix. So I'm going to be cleaning and then be inserting the values there. Okay, alright, so okay, let me rewrite this. Let me free up some space and then rewrite this. Okay, so now let's start with the lower triangular matrix. So for the lower triangular matrix, we're going to have 1 0 0, right? And then we know the value of L21. We know L21 to be 2 on 3, right? So I'll write my 2 on 3 here. And then we know the value of L31, which is 1. So I will write my 1 here. And then we know this will also be 1. And then I'm going to have 0 here. And then we know the value of L32, which is 6 on 11. So I have my 6 on 11 here, and then the last 10 is 1. So let's look at the upper triangular matrix also. So for that one, we have U11, which is 3, and then we have U12, which is minus 1, and then we have U13, which is 1. Okay, and then we have 0 here, and then we have U22, which is 11 on 3, and then we have U23, which is 1 on 3. Okay, and then you're going to have 0 here, 0 here, and then it will be left with U33, which we got to be minus 35 on 11. So at the end, we have been able to decompose the coefficient matrix A into a product of its lower triangular matrix and then upper triangular matrix using the Doolittle method.